Hello all and welcome to this review for the newly released Transformers G1 reissue of Autobot Ramhorn and Insecticon Bombshell. Now it's an odd two-pack because you've got a Decepticon and an Autobot. What's fun though is that we get to see the return of this like hybrid G1 box, which I believe we only saw on the Takara side once or twice. We have it now coming out from Hasbro. And so you got, like I said, the Autobot type of red with the Decepticon purple kind of merging together into the box. It's pretty cool. And very important to note is that there is indeed a clear plastic window. The original images did not have the clear plastic window, so, but I mean, it was like I don't know if it was a prototype box or whatever it was. But the point is that, yes, in stores, there is a plastic window, so people won't, those that fear that people are gonna like steal them like so, it won't happen in that case. Obviously, we could steal the box, steal it from here, steal it in all sorts of other ways, but it won't be through the window. And yeah, we do have Ramhorn and Bombshell here, and people are quick to point out that this doesn't make much sense. Why are you together? You're right, not much sense. The one thing I can tell you is that aside from them both being in the movie at a similar scene, they are also both rhinoceros themed. So you do have a cassette that turns into a rhinoceros, and this one here, and you've got a rhinoceros beetle. Now we're going to look at the toys, and the important thing here is really comparing them to the original G1, and we're going to do that when they're in their robot modes. For now, just I'll convert them. I do want to show one thing though. The cassette isn't really cassette anymore. Obviously, it still has the shape of a cassette like anything else, but there's no detailing of it actually being a cassette. So compared to the reissue that I got from a few years back, like as a G1 reissue, yes, still very much the cassette features, right? And yeah, that's Ramhorn there. You'll see that the same for the gun. Everything that used to be chrome is now actually painted. So with Ramhorn, we'll put them on. This is how his accessories look like. With the gun for Bombshell, the original was chromed, and now it's painted silver. Now we'll convert them real quick. So for those that don't know, wait, another thing for Bombshell, I just want to point out that he does roll. So he rolls really, really, really well. Really well. Like basically like no different than like a Hot Wheels toy. I'm very impressed by how well this toy rolls. That's fun. Anything else? He does have the metal chest, the die-cast chest, so that's still very much there. I will just convert it real quick. All you do is you bring the legs down. Arms to the side. And you lift this up a little bit so that you can have this look. And there you go. There is Bombshell done. Now for Ramhorn. Real quick, this is how it looks like in its cassette mode, since now there's no more detail, so I guess you still call it cassette. Take him out. I'll show you the color with the original is very different, even though they're both brown. To me, it's a major difference, and I'll show you how. Here's the original, or not original, but like the reissue that's supposed to ape the original. One thing you'll see is that I don't like that the metal that they use, the unpainted metal, it's like all scuffed up, or either it was easy to scuff or it was scuffed up before. I don't recall how it looked like when I initially got it, but it's not even an old toy. This is a reissue from a couple of years ago, and it's already looking like this. So yeah, not great. Also, the color they use for the plastic washes out a lot of detail. So like even though there are sculpted toes and toenails, they're not as easy to see as, for example, here on the reissue. They're way more prominent. It's all the same detailing. There's no difference in the sculpt. It's just that the plastic color brings it out, the contrast of how, I guess, I don't know if they cut it deeper or whatever. But it should be technically the same mold, which I mean, the reason why we have this is because these are molds that Hasbro already has ready to use. But the color just makes all the details stand out more, even like the tail. So for example, we look at the tail, right? You can make out the lines. You can see it on camera. While on this one, it's like a bit washed out. So yeah, that I do much prefer the color here. I would have liked to have the cassette details, but apparently that's not what it looked like in the movie, which I guess I have to rewatch. I don't recall. To me, they always had cassette details, but obviously I'm pretty wrong if that's, the movie accurate one doesn't have it. Okay, and yes, you can plug this in. There's Ramhorn, put them to the side. So with Bombshell is a huge difference from the G1 and previous reissues. So just to show you, they really look like completely different toys. Obviously, same mold, but and even then, I'm going to show you how I'm not so sure it's same mold in some areas. But in any case, it's not just, it's basically like a whole new character at this point. The only thing that's similar would be the color of the arms, even though this is a much more I don't know, it's more black than this. I don't know, this is more like dark gray. Like, when Batman says, I only build in black or really, really dark gray, that's more like really, really dark gray to me. In any case, this is how they look like. Obviously, everything's different, right? You do not have a transparent chest. It does open, though. It's made of yellow plastic, and you can put some of these Energon cubes. There's 6 of them. It comes in like one of those not plastic, paper bags that you have. You could put 2 in his chest. There you go, nestled here. That's him. Now, come on. Yeah, so that's that. Now, what I wanted to point out, how this one is superior to this one, is in the way the legs are. I think they tweaked the mold a bit, because when they had reissued it previously, there was a real issue with the legs, and you can see it now. They don't transform properly. So yeah, this is going into the Beetle mode is fine, but then putting into robot mode, there's no stop. There's no like easy stop. There is, but you have them like looking at a weird angle like so. So it's not great. The legs to me were a big issue. And even now, it's hard to like pose it properly. Like right now, it's in a certain state that I'm not sure it can keep or stay. Yeah, the legs were definitely an issue, and they still are. And to me, that's quite a complaint. And yes, it's also loose if you don't do anything, right? That's not a problem. Just showing you the difference. So in this one here, you don't have that. There's actually friction all throughout it. I don't know if it's needed. I didn't need it for the other one, but you get. I guess it lets you do different kinds of poses. The more important thing though is that there is a stop. A deliberate stop for you to see when it's aligned properly. So this toy aligned properly, while this one, see, I don't actually have. This is like this is as it goes. So you see, there's a major issue here. This is actually straight, while this one is not. So I'm very glad that this fixes that. Problem though is the price. The price here in Canadian, I believe, was over $50. I'll put either at 50 or slightly over. I'll put the actual price in the description of this video. Sorry to not recall it at the moment, but I remember seeing it. It's one of those prices where it's just nuts. I mean, might as well be $100. I just found it crazy. I did buy it for the review, and I do like how it turned out, but the price is ridiculous nonetheless. And here. The gun can be on either side. We'll put it here. And that's Bombshell. So that's all I want to say. So the toys are very good. I prefer the colors on Ramhorn big time. The colors here, obviously, I know some people prefer the purple. I think for it to match the movie, this looks very good. And I'm really glad that they fixed the mold when it comes to the knees. That's a big deal. And it's also fun that it still has the die cast. Of course, all the good stuff aside, it's a ridiculous price. So I would definitely recommend to get this on sale. So, but we'll see if that happens. I mean, there were several sets in my store when I first saw them, and this was the last set. So that's why I got it before it'd be too late. You never know these exclusives. That's the sad thing about it. But yeah, my recommendation would be to get this on sale if you like it. On this note, I wish you all a wonderful day, guys. Bye.